All right, another day, another profitable day. It's literally every day is a profitable day. I can get used to this. I'm starting to get used to it. I think we have one or two red, no, like one red day a week, right? Isn't it Tuesday? Someone said it's like every Tuesday we have a red day. I don't think today was this week's not the case, but it's like every couple of Tuesdays. But anyway, whatever. We've just been vertical non-stop. Yes, it's overbought. Everyone knows it, but look at gold. What the hell? Today it's up 2.87%. That's way more than average. That's crazy. Did something just I just went up another? I mean, look, it's scary, you know. Like it's nice the profits are cool. No, it's cool. It's cool. Like I'm not scared yet. There's no it's indicating that something else is going on, but we kind of know that, and I don't see anything around the corner like a war or some sort of financial reset. I don't see that around the corner. It is kind of coming, isn't it? It's like the East preparing maybe to back their currency. I don't know what's going on, but that's a huge ass move today. Jesus, closing way above 4,300. We like started the day at 4,200. $100 a day. Um, man, imagine the profits that these miners make. Someone was saying what the average profit, like the average gold price and silver price during Q3, and we're going to Q4, like way high. The margin's going to be crazy. And someone, I was listening to, what's his name? Michael Oliver talking about silver going 100. Now, they've all been saying that for ages, but this is the first time I listened to him. I was like, you know what? That is really possible. Like soon. All right. Anyway, gold, amazing. Maybe even too good today. Silver, very, very nice. Close at high of day, up 2%. 54. You know, I thought 50 was the top. I thought it'd be at least resistance, right? I'm not going to say the top, like it's the 1980 price, but we've just sort of not really resisted. We just went straight through. We back tested one day and up. This is like maybe 50 is the floor. Maybe if we have, I don't know, two or three red days, which we haven't had. You know, we've had like one or two max, not even, yeah, one or two max during this rise. Crazy. If we have three, maybe we go and test 50 and that should become support, right? But so far, it looks like we just want to go to 60. And maybe we keep going up. So gold and silver, very, very nice. I'll show you real quickly the miners. GDX, amazing, right? GDX really took out 80 and just kept going. Really strong. There is no chart to the left, so forget about that. GDXJ, there we do have amazing, even better. Look at that. I remember taking out 100 a few days ago and thinking, nah, 120 is too far away. Well, we're more than halfway there. We could get to 120 by the time, like before gold's at 4,500. I was going to say 3,500. No, 4,500. But to be honest, GDXJ should be already at 180 and making new highs because we are way above 2011 gold prices. So that's what it needs to do, and that's what it's been doing. It's still, you know, they're still cheap, right? They're still cheap relative to the price of gold. SIL also just vertical taken out today. That for me, that's a resistance, a clear one too, right? Sticks its head out, nothing until here, 87.5-ish. That I know it closed just on the resistance, but it did pop its head above. Fine. It's not totally cleared, but next one is all the way up here, 87-ish. And then you got the absolute all-time around 94. And you know what? I might as well draw it because we're going to be there quite soon. Whatever, something like that. SILJ, actually, no point in showing that. We've taken out the old highs and we just keep going up. So really, it's GDXJ and SIL. But nice candles, right? The metals closed high of day. The market closed before, so it was okay. We didn't close at absolute high of day, but it was good. Now, before I show you the portfolio, just first of all, yields, right? I like the 2 year. I'm going to be doing some old school charting stuff I used to do before we went crazy. Now I just go straight to gold, silver, and the miners because, you know, let's get straight to the meat. But the 2 years just broken down from this, right? Down we go. Bit of chaos in bonds, but it's not even chaos. It's just like we're just making a move. Yields are going down because the rate cuts are basically priced in, I'd say, and they're being priced in here. So bonds up, yields down. That's nice. The dollar, boring. But what I really want to show you, like it broke out, come back down. These are such irrelevant moves, honestly. 5% from the lows to the highs. That's the kind of, that's like, I don't know, Newmont makes that in a day. And that's a boring gold stock, by the way, compared to the others. Another thing to watch, Bitcoin. I like this, right? No offense. I like Bitcoin getting smashed. I mean, it's been just sideways. And remember, inflation, the price of the dollar, like it's basically been losing against against gold, let's say, definitely, right? Peter Schiff makes that point consistently, but this looks like it wants to flush. You lose uh 107, you close below one, yeah, you close below 107, you're going straight to 100, maybe even 99. And then you're on this ascending support, right? You're going to be playing with this support if you start to come down here. And I'm not sure, I never show crypto stuff. It's just it's interesting. And MicroStrategy, by the way, that wants to come all the way down here to 240. I think and MicroStrategy is huge and Bitcoin is huge. Like that moves markets. Why are they going down? Well, I don't know really, but I'll tell you what is going down. The markets, especially the Russell 2000, right? The little small stocks and the regional banks, because there's a knock-on effect from the what was it, the auto lenders or whatever, some bankrupt companies the other week, 2 weeks ago, I think. And now you've got some banking stocks admitting that they've got exposure. And well, it reminds me of this, right? From wow, already 2023. I used to follow the KRE a lot here. As the market came down, KRE was leading the way down, right? Everything came down. I think gold miners went up actually. Yeah, we had like we didn't go down as much and we actually went up during this. Geez, that's the last thing we need to go up even more. But yeah, that's interesting. And you know what? We didn't suffer. Like the market was destroyed. If I just look at all the other stocks here, the market was had a big red day, and I did take a bit of a hit in uranium, but that's irrelevant. So not only was it a nice day for us, gold up almost 3%, silver 2%, the miners up the usual stuff, but the whole market's going down. So that's even better because at the end of the day, you want to, when the run is over, we're far from that, but you want to sort of sell your gold and silver stocks and then buy probably other stocks and they're going to be destroyed. I mean, if it continues like this. So extra nice. All right, let's check the portfolio update. So, wow, crypto miners got destroyed. Newmont, yeah, 5%. In the end, it was 5%. We're at 100, right? It's at 99 right now after hours. I mean, okay, we're taking it for granted every day is up. I can like hear myself thinking not knowing that I'm in a bubble. We're not in a bubble, but I hate saying it. It is a bit arrogant, but tomorrow we do probably take out 100, right? We at least test it. No point in zooming out. These are always new all-time highs. Yeah, we're basically at the 100 level pretty much now. Next stop, I don't know. You have to look at probably GDXJ, even though Newmont is GDX, because GDX taken out its old highs. And what does that mean? Look at gold. Well, gold's taken out its highs. All right, look at silver. Silver's taken out its highs. What do you look at? I really don't know. What are you going to do? Look at the DX, the dollar? We don't care about the dollar. So it's quite hard to technically call it now. Like the only thing you can use a chart for is like support. You know what I mean? Like, look, that's pretty easy. Ascending support. We come back down. Well, probably 80, 89 is support. Well, that's not going to help because we're not going back down straight away. So I don't know where Newmont goes, but that's okay. I'm holding anyway. I'm holding now. Now, if I trim, and I'm not really trimming anymore, but if I do, it's like the smallest amount, like one share, two shares in Newmont, just irrelevant stuff, that kind of stuff. Like, I used to do 2, 3% trims. I sometimes had 5%. Now it's like 0.5. Just it's a great day, just 0.5, just like that. Yeah, whatever. Just some sidelines. And if you do that across the board to all your miners, like I could do that tomorrow and not care. It wouldn't, and let's say I make 5K in Newmont, I would take off like $300. It's relevant. But you do that to all your miners, you've got yourself a little, 10K on the side. You could just throw that into a bunch of juniors. That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. I did buy a few juniors, one or two today I added to. I'll try and get to that. Anyway, Newmont, perfect, new all-time highs, nice high close, going to 100. Agnico, same sort of thing. It's already taken out its highs. Don't know what the next level is. That's nice. Look at those last 2 days, just clean breakout. Barrick Gold, which was underperforming, that's finally made up for it the last 2 days. We really need to close above 36 and run. preferably 36.5, and then just there you do have a chart. And the next stop is going to be nice and simple 42, 42 to 43, not even 40. Yeah, I think that's basically it's 43 for me. So that's cool. At least we have a chart to go by there. Pan American Silver, I think that one also needs to get to 44, right? Yeah, so that still hasn't taken its old high. And that's surprising. Pan American should have easily done it by now. So another up day. Come on, you have to take it out before we get to like 60. I think it's like one more up day and then we're there, we're above 44. We need to start hitting the 50s in Pan America. I'm a bit disappointed in Pan America, a little bit. And I've got mo like it's my heaviest holding, so a bit annoying. Um, right. Wheaton, that's nice. It was quite weak. The royalties were a bit weak relative to the others, but after 5 days, we're there. Tomorrow, if we can keep going, we can finally close at a new all-time high, like a 115 or higher. We'll probably do more if we're up again. That's nice to see. Franco Nevada, I don't think has done it yet. Yeah, it's like one big day away from 225. Yeah, the royalties are just a bit behind, one day behind, actually several days behind. So they're still underperforming. Look, their chart's underperforming. Metalla, that was unchanged, getting tired. It's had quite a meteoric move. So that's actually quite a massive move. For me, I got resistance around here, seven, to be honest, kind of where it started to fade. Just this area here. And then you got 850, 849. That's your next level, but seems a bit tired. Want to see if gold's up tomorrow. Actually, wait, gold's up 3% and it's unchanged. It's probably gonna go down tomorrow. Hmm. But it's done very well and it's generally outperformed its peers, the more senior royalty stocks. All right, now the mid tiers, that's actually quite a nice candle. Close at high of day, up 2.5%. And we closed around about, we closed the gap, resistance. Next up, wow, I didn't even draw the level. Next up is going to be, well, 16, but I'm going to go for the big one, 17. Just breaks every single level, this one. Vertical move, Jesus. I remember my entry was at $3. I thought I was chasing it. I remember chasing it at three a year ago or something. Yeah. And here we are at 15. Jesus. Equinox. Yeah, there's your little 13 test. I was gonna sell that. I probably had a 12.99 sell in from ages ago, which didn't fill. But it's not the strongest move, right? Gold up 3%, Equinox not even up one, but fair enough, we are testing the last level. I mean, you do have 1350, this little level here. I should draw that too, even though it's obvious. So that's nice. B2 gold. That's nice. Jesus, in 2 days, it's just cleared a whole level from 540 to 6. Just two candles up, up. Beautiful. That's also normally I'm selling that at 599. Old sells. Just respect the level, like a little 2% trim. Boom, boom, another 2% up here. 699, and then probably another one, 749. And then leave it hold. It's taken out its all-time high. Aris Mining, I keep forgetting that one. This one, Red Day, basically testing its more recent breakout because that was kind of resistance or whatever. But yeah, this one is just weird. You zoom out and it just gets ridiculous. So I'm just holding that. I'm not adding, I'm not even trimming. I just kind of sold. I think 10 was my last sale, 9.99. Maybe I trimmed something here too, but I'm just holding that one. Harmony, this one finally took out 19, you know, and then it was that day there, wasn't it? It was a Monday. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and now we're all the way up at 22. I knew it'd take out 19. I said, well, we're trading in the 20s soon, and now we're basically in the 22s after hours. And there is no chart, right? Right, so no point in trying to overanalyze that. SBSW, that's finally taken out your 1250. And now we go to the next level. Next level for me, I mean, there are other mini levels on the way, but basically the all-time high, $20. This is your multi-metal, platinum, palladium, rhodium. and probably some other stuff. Also a bit of gold and silver. So this one, for me, I can see that happening quite easily. Maybe not instantly, but 50% is very doable. We've gone from 3 to 13. So this is a small move relative to that. It's just reminded me, I've got quite a few different juniors now. Quite happy about that. But this is my best platinum palladium for sure, my heaviest holding. All right, silver stocks. First Majestic, taken out your little, well, 14 was like that took that out a few days ago, right? But now it's really cleared it. Yesterday was a great close above your 1480 resistance, and now we continue today. Next stop for me, very obviously 18, maybe even 1840. So that's nice. Percentage move from where we closed today, 20%. Cool. That's before silver gets to 60 for sure, actually, because that's like a 10% move in silver. So no, it's probably yeah, I don't know where it is, but it's going to be, I don't know, about $57, $56 silver, something like that. Although we do have earnings coming up, don't we? I don't know if it's for First Majestic. We've got earnings season kicking off, so maybe that's what will be a catalyst. But definitely cleared 1480, so really, really nice, and a lot of catching up to do. So I'm really happy about this one. It's performed quite well actually the last couple of days. Now, Fortuna. Everything I'm going to say about the silver stocks, great. Fortuna, I trimmed today just whilst we started to come down a bit. I saw the market go down. I was like, you know what? I think I might completely close Fortuna. I was thinking about it. It's basically consistently underperforming. This is nice. We're at all-time highs, and technically it made a new all-time. Well, actually, that's your level now for sure. I just don't like it. Yeah, I think it will take out 10. It'll start to run, but the money I've got in Fortuna is definitely better in, I don't know, in First Majestic, period. Um, Heckler, CD, XK, any of the other silver stocks, even Pan America. Um, or actually, what I was thinking, I just completely close the position. I never do that. I don't even have the balls to close at 10% when we're in the bull market. I'd take like 5% is huge for me. I was thinking about closing the whole position and taking all the proceeds and just throwing it amongst some of these juniors, which I'll try and go through. So Fortuna is a very special case for me. I might just sell the whole position tomorrow, actually. All right, next CDE, but otherwise, all-time highs. It's fair enough. I have no idea how it has the energy to keep going every day in the 23s, 23.50 after hours. If silver keeps going up, we go to the 24s tomorrow. 24 is, I don't even know if it's a level. I need to start looking at this. Okay, I understand. So this is pretty much where we were. And then there's this. That's fair enough. $25. Okay, so 25 is your real level. We just have this little, possibly small level here, but 25 is your other level. And it could actually test it tomorrow. Honestly, if silver starts to have another plus 2 or 3% day, of course, CD will just go up again. And then, wow, and then you have to start thinking about the next level. The next level, Jesus, man, is in the 30s. You'd think it's 30, but it's more like 32. That's really crazy, man. Like 20 was, for me, is such a sell. Like, what are you doing at 20? There's a little gap. You should never be there. It's going to come all the way back down to 12. We're talking about 30 soon. All right. It's Heckler. Not much difference there. That's taken out. It's for me, it's real all-time high that I can count. Like going back, Jesus, going back to 1993. No, I thought it actually taken out this 13, but it took that out ages ago, didn't it? We're at 15. God, I'm getting mixed up. No, now we're taking out the 90s. I don't even know what that means. I didn't even know Heckler was around in the 90s. And why would it have been around? And why would its value be there? I don't know. This is, well, if you're going by the chart, next stop is going to be 1640 this, then it's going to be sort of 17 or $18. And since we've taken out, I got to draw something. So I'll say this is your next level. and then it's going to be this 18, and then it's going to be, yeah, well, we'll see. That's crazy. And up 7.5% despite being vertical. Let's check the daily. Yeah, today was a very good day. And actually, it's not exactly been really, really strong the last few days. It's just, mounted enough energy to force another big move. And here in two candles, quite a few of them in two candles, just complete a big level up. And now it looks like we want to go to the next one. Really strong, these silver stocks. EXK, I mean, I love these stocks. 7% EXK. Finally, this one was sort of look sideways, choppy, and now it's got the energy to keep going, being re-rated here a bit. EXK, this can go, it's not a level, never was. EXK next stop, 10. I went straight through 10. Yeah, for me it's 1070. That's your level. Yeah, you see 10 wasn't a level. Straight through, it closed above it already on first daily candle attempt. For me, that's your level. 1080, 1079. Wow, and that's quite easy. It doesn't take much to go there. So I might as well draw the next one because if we have a crazy day tomorrow in silver, which is almost the norm, you got to start thinking about the next level. How much of a percentage move from where we are to 1070? Ah, okay, 6%, fair enough. Into the next one, 20. Okay, that's quite a move. But there you go, EXK doing its job, plus 7%, outperforming the ETS, right? SIL, SILJ, that's why I get them. Very nice. That's it. I do want to go through, I'm just going to read them, right? And there's a bit of a mix. Aftermath, Silver, Jag. I need to add more Jag. Oh yeah, today I bought Southern Silver Exploration, even though it was up like 15%. I was convinced by this research out on it. Some Twitter handle that I really respect said it was the basically the best of all, best silver buy out of everything. And this guy probably spent hours at night just checking all of them, and he knows way more than me. So I was like, yeah, okay, boom. And this is what I wouldn't mind doing, like sell Fortuna. I'll just buy Southern Silver and I'll add a bit to Jag and Aftermath. Like even Aftermath, right? That's not exactly squeezing up. AAG, look at that, all the way back down. Why not I just sell Fortuna and buy that one? Why not? Not with everything from Fortuna, it's worth too much, but just like a quarter of Fortuna in this, leave it for a year. See you later. Guanajuato, I haven't looked at that one in a while. Then I got some probably a copper stock, CGNT, AEMC, SURG, KTN. Well, it's been a while since I checked that one out. No, what am I doing? Sorry, yeah, KTN Silver. That's come all the way back down. I might as well add to that one actually. PEX, KCLI, GWM. I don't even know. I actually bit ignorant here. I'm not even sure if they're all metal stocks. They say metals, but they could be uranium. Some of these little things. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Because we know it's not just gold and silver, right? It's becoming tungsten, copper, and all these platinum, palladiums, and everything. All right, I'm not going to go through all of them because there's still another five, and I'm not even sure if they're gold and silver. So to summarize, the market is coming down now, and despite the market coming down, we, I even think that GDX and gold, right, the metals went up when the market went down, and the miners they looked at gold, they looked at the market, and they followed gold, which is not surprising right now. We really are following gold, we're tracking gold. So although I had a bit of red from other stocks, my silver stocks, where I've got a lot more value, I mean, I had a nice day again, but this time was a bit different because the market is down. It's very interesting, and I think Bitcoin's going to collapse, and I think we gain from that. I don't see us going down because Bitcoin's going. I feel like some of the Bitcoin miners going to come out, and some people are going to start doing what I've been doing the last couple of weeks and looking at little miners. So I don't think we're in the last stages of this bull market at all. I don't know which stage we're in. We're not at the beginning, but I don't even think we're anywhere near the end, and it's probably the early middle part, let's say. But another good day. I know we're getting used to it, um, but I don't see us stopping actually. So, and long term, I think the thesis is bulletproof right now. So another beautiful day. See what happens tomorrow. And tomorrow is your weekly candle, right? Friday. That would be extra interesting. Good luck.